Greetings and welcome to this segment of From My Notepads. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful summer. Summer is an opportunity for renewal, for reflection, a chance for us to recharge our batteries in anticipation of the fall. While we're at the peak of the summer, signs of fall abound. Just this past week, we welcomed more than 70 new resident physicians to the campus of East Tennessee State University. These physicians will continue their medical education and training here at ETSU. In the coming weeks, we'll welcome more than 72 first-year students to the class of the Quillen College of Medicine. These students are from an increasingly competitive admissions pool. Almost 2,070 students applied for admission to the class of 2018 at the Quillen College of Medicine, and the 72 students who will begin their educational journey here this fall are among the best of the best. We look forward to welcoming them to the institution and to the wonderful things that they'll accomplish as they move through their training to become physicians and to continue the legacy of family practice and rural care that epitomizes the Quillen College of Medicine. We're also excited to welcome the incoming class at the Gatton College of Pharmacy. More than 80 students will begin their pharmacy education and training at Gatton next month. These students also move through a very competitive admissions process, and we look forward to their introduction to the ETSU family. Last month, the Tennessee Board of Regents met in Nashville for their summer quarterly board meetings. Much of the focus of the board meetings were on tuition and fees, and the relationship between tuition and fees and access and affordability. Over the course of the past 2 decades, we've witnessed a transformation with respect to the manner in which the state supports the operations of our institutions. 2 decades ago, 70 cents on the dollar of the operating costs for ETSU were provided by the state. Now, 70 cents on the dollar is provided by tuition-generated revenues. The board witnessed extreme concern about the shift in support for higher education to students. We are very concerned about the cost of education here at ETSU. While there is a minimal fee increase of $221 per semester, we're still below the average fees for our Tennessee Board of Regents peers, and we're a full $3,000 below the tuition rates at other public universities in the state. I want to thank everyone for your commitment to promoting efficiencies, to maintaining a culture of stewardship across the institution, but for looking for ways through which we as ETSU can remain committed to our goals of access and affordability. 3 committees have been meeting over the course of the past academic year, exploring issues related to the development of a new budget process for the university. Inherent in those conversations are issues related to access and affordability. These 3 committees are continuing their work through the summer and into the fall, and I look forward to seeing the work that emerges from their deliberations and conversations. Next week, we'll launch a website that will allow everyone across the campus to become part of the conversation, to follow the deliberations, to explore the materials that the committees are reviewing, to look at best practice models nationally, but to become part of a conversation. I'm excited about the things that are on our horizon. We have made dedicated steps over the course of the spring to hold down costs, and I'm pleased to announce that we have released the restrictions on purchasing that were put in place this spring. Because of your steadfast commitment, we are positioned to do wonderful things this fall, and I look forward to sharing ETSU success stories with you in the very near future. I also look forward to you joining us on July 23rd for the unveiling of new logos, uniforms, and other associated items with the ETSU Athletic Department. This is an exciting fall for the athletic department as we return to the Southern Conference. I hope that you'll join me both at home and away games for volleyball, soccer, and other sports as we compete for Southern Conference championships. One of the great things about my position is I have the opportunity to tell the stories of East Tennessee State University, of our faculty, our staff, and our students who comprise the ETSU family. Last week, I was doing a little bit of work in the library. I enjoy working in the library, for it's an opportunity for me to put my grad student hat back on again and focus. When I completed my studies and was preparing to return to the office, I looked across the library and saw a student, someone who I'd had the opportunity to meet over the course of the past 2.5 years. As I went over to talk to this individual, I realized that they were no longer a student, that 2 years ago I shook their hand, handed them their degree, and they're now an alum. This student was back in the library the day before the 4th of July studying principles of economics, not for a class, but preparing for life. Preparing for life as he examined career transitions, preparing for life beyond the playing field in which he had competed. To Isaiah Brown, a member of the class of 2012, I congratulate you on your accomplishments as an alum, but most importantly, I congratulate you on staying focused, on staying principled, and on spending the day before the 4th of July in the library brushing up on your skills. I also have the opportunity to meet with incoming students. This past week, we had more than 300 students and their families on campus for an orientation session. It's a lot of fun to see the eyes of incoming freshmen. They're wide with excitement. I had the chance to see something magical, and that's when Dr. Chris Dula talked about the importance of college and its transformative impact on the lives of students. To all of the faculty across the institution, I encourage you to rest up and prepare for the fall. This is going to be a fantastic fall semester at ETSU. There's a lot of good news on the horizon, and I look forward to sharing that good news with you over the course of the coming weeks. I hope that each of you take time in the coming weeks to enjoy your family, friends, and the slow pace of summer. In the blink of an eye, the semester will draw to a close, and we'll be together as we celebrate the December commencement. In the interim, you'll touch the lives of more than 15,000 students in your classrooms, in your research labs, in our public service settings, in areas such as our nurse-managed clinics, RAM clinics, camps, and conferences. Each day, you make a difference in this community. Rest up. It's going to be a fantastic fall semester. Godspeed and go Bucks.